bells ring-a-ling.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Two for the World Talk here on the platform of We Create Us is Actual Factuals. I'm your host, William Zillions. What's going on? So we're talking Christmas and all things Christmas this month. So I figured it would only make sense that we get into the top 5, at least my top 5, the top 5 Christmas movies of all time. Because I feel like, there's tons of Christmas movies out here, but the ones that I used to watch growing up, the ones that like even now I gotta watch like every year just to get the fucking season started. That's what this list is here. And we'll start at number 5. All right, so starting at number 5, we got Babes in Toyland. So for me, Babes in Toyland was like one of the first Christmas movies I ever got to watch, you know what I'm saying? There was some discrepancies in my childhood where I wasn't really allowed to be like watching Christmas shit like that. So when I was finally able to, one of the first ones I ever got to watch was Babes in Toyland. So you got Keanu Reeves, Drew Barrymore, right? And Drew Barrymore is the main character, and it's really dope because basically the movie's like a Christmas time Alice in Wonderland or like a Christmas time Wizard of Oz, you know what I'm saying? Where like main character gets knocked out or goes to sleep or something like that, and like ends up in this world and then ends up having to go on this really epic adventure to like learn a lesson and get back, right? It's one of those movies that is aged so poorly that it is aged gracefully. You know what I mean? Coming in at number 4, Jingle All the Way. Jingle All the Way was one of those movies I saw in theaters, you know what I'm saying? By the time Jingle All the Way came out, I was living with my mom, you know what I'm saying? My mom was like a little bit cooler about the holidays, you know what I'm saying? So fucking Terminator versus Sinbad in like a head-to-head battle to bring joy to their children, right? Last-minute father shopping type shit. Dad jokes, Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking running around, and Sinbad talking about some, give me the doll! As far as the movies that I remember watching growing up, and the ones that I still like watch every once in a while now, Jingle All the Way is definitely still one of the ones that like, it still hits right there, you know what I'm saying? Number 3, coming in at number 3, 4 Christmases. I know, son. My list is probably not gonna be like Miracle on 34th Street. These are the movies I actually wanna watch, you know what I'm saying? The ones that really make me feel like it's Christmas time. 4 Christmases, Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon. I just like Vince Vaughn, bro. Vince Vaughn's style of humor, his off-the-cuff, like, ranting banter style of communication has always been something that like has resonated with me. And to see him like sort of have to maneuver through all of these really awkward situations, awkward Christmas time situations is always top tier. I mean, then replayability, I think it's one of those ones I could like rewind and watch a few different times throughout the Christmas season. Oh, number 2. Number 2 is important, you know what I'm saying? Because it's arguable that it's not specifically a Christmas movie, however, a movie that has Christmas shit in it. But I'm not here. I'm not here to pull punches, you know what I'm saying? This shit is on my Christmas movie list, and that is Trading Places. Obviously dropped long before I was ever born, but by the time I got to it, like, it was just one of those ones that just stuck with me. Eddie Murphy's a clown. And just has so much heart. Not to mention, like, the main character in the movie was like, his name is William or Billy Ray Valentine. But whenever you hear like, whenever he's like getting talked at by these like horrible like rich motherfuckers, they'd be like William. So like I grew up, like it was just one of those ones I attached to because my name was in it. The socioeconomic commentary. I was definitely, I'm rocking, bro. Definitely number 2. Definitely number 2. Number 1 is gonna be a split right down the middle because I feel like without these 2 movies, bro, for me, it ain't even really Christmas time until these shits come on, you feel me? And that's Home Alone 1 and 2. And I know it's a number 1 top spot, you could only have number 1, but I refuse to send one of these movies to honorable mention. Yo, Home Alone 1 and 2 for me was like, I'm talking like ground level, foundational Christmas time awesomeness. You know what I'm saying? You got the smart alecky kid who just say whatever he want to adults and don't nobody really do nothing to him. Like, yo, kids who curse in movies, yo, that's like my favorite shit. Cause that should be how I was. I was on that. Like, fucking Mighty Ducks, fucking The Goonies, yo, cursing kids, bro. That's like the best entertainment ever. Kevin McAllister, his family's got like the best house on the block. Full credit to Joe Pesci. How he surveyed the neighborhood dressed as a police officer, knocking in and actually going into people's houses like, hey, how are you doing? I'm coming to check to make sure you good. But really, he like scoping out the scene? Bro, that's top tier villainry right there, you know what I'm saying? Christmas movies, or just Christmas themed stuff, the best of the best to me is the stuff where like heart is the priority, you know what I'm saying? If heart is the priority in that, then I am with that all the way, especially for Christmas time, you feel me? On life. But yo, that has been my top 5 movies. We got number 5. Number 5 is Babes in Toyland with John Wick and Drew Barrymore. Number 4, Jingle All the Way. Sitting at number 3 is 4 Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. Number 2, Trading Places with the greatest Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. And then number 1, sharing the number 1 spot is Home Alone 1 and 2, because my boy Kevin McAllister don't play. And it's like Christmas Goonies, you feel me? But yo, I don't want to talk your ear off. What did you think? What do you think of my top 5 list? What's on your top 5? Would you boot any of my top 5 off for one of your top 5? I'm interested in knowing. Let me know in the comments. But yo, thank you so much for tuning in. Yo, this has been another Two for the World talk here on the platform where we create us is Actual Factuals. I'm your boy William Zillions, and stay true. It's still 2 for me.
We wish you, and we wish you a Merry Christmas, Merry, a very Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry. Yeah, we wish you. That's what elves do.